So we're moving to multi-step equation. So that means it's going to take us more than 2 steps, right? A couple weeks ago, we saw 1 step. It was just we added, subtracted, multiplied, divided, 1 step. We solved it. Last week, we saw 2 steps. Now, this week, we're going to see it takes us more than 1 step. Now, what we have to do first, we have to get rid of parentheses. So let me separate my sides. I'm going to separate the sides through the equal side, and I'm going to get rid of parentheses. What I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply the number outside of the parentheses to the numbers on the inside. So I'm going to go here, 3 times 4 and 3 times 1. So right now I have a negative 100, right? That has nothing to do with parentheses, equals negative 7. Now do me a favor. This negative 7 and this plus 3, do not combine it. When this happens, do not combine it. You have to multiply before you add, right? Remember order operations. So do not combine it because that will be adding. Instead, you have to multiply the 3 outside of the parentheses to the numbers in the inside. All right, so once again, I have negative 100 equals negative 7 plus 12p plus 3. Right, 3 times 4 gave me the 12p, 3 times 1 gave me the 3. On each side of the equal side, combine your like terms. So on the left side, negative 100 is the only term. Now on the right side, when it comes to letters, I only see a positive 12p. When it comes to just numbers, I see a negative 7 plus 3. That is negative 4. Right? When the signs are different, we subtract, keep the sign of the large one. So negative 7 plus 3 is negative 4. Okay, so I want letters on one side only. I want to leave the 12p by itself. So this minus 4, let me move it to the other side as a plus 4. So I have that negative 96. It's equal to 12p. Now I want to have the p by itself. So let me divide. Let me divide both sides by 12. I'm going to divide both sides by 12. And I'm going to get p right by itself. Those 12s cancel out. Negative 96 divided by 12. I know negative divided by positive is negative. 96 divided by 12 is 8. So P is equal to negative 8. All right, that wasn't bad. Let's take a look at question number 44. Let me separate them through the equal sign. So let me separate here. And I know I'm going to have to multiply the 6 times 1 and 6 times a negative 4. Right, I have to get rid of parentheses. So I have the negative 113 equals 6 minus 24n plus 1. Remember, I went 6 times 1 and 6 times a negative 4. All right, I have to combine like terms. So on the left side, there's only a negative 113. On the right side, when it comes to letters, negative 24n. That's the only letter that I see. When it comes to numbers, I see a 6 plus 1. I know 6 plus 1 is 7, so I'll put a 7 there. Now I want the letter by itself, so the negative 24, and I want it by itself, so the plus 7. Let me move it over as a negative 7. So I have a negative 120. Remember, when the signs are the same, you add the numbers, obviously keep the sign, so negative 120 equals negative 24n. Now to get the n by itself, let me divide by a negative 24. Right, always divide by the number in front of the letter. Negative divided by negative is positive. 120 divided by 24 is equal to 5. So n is equal to 5. Now question number 45 here, same thing, right? Get rid of parentheses. Remember, I'm going to multiply 6 times 6, 6 times a negative 5. So let's see, I have negative 102 equals 36K minus 30. No like terms to combine. On the right side, 36K and then the negative 30, I cannot combine them because one of them has a letter, the other one does not. Okay, so I want the letters by themselves. So this minus 30, let me move it over here as a plus 30. So negative 102 and a positive 30. Let me subtract them, right? Because they have different signs. So 102 minus 30 is 72. Like I said, I subtract the numbers and then keep the sign of the large one. The large one was negative, so negative 72, it's equal to 36K. Now to get K by itself, let's divide by 36. Negative divided by positive is negative. 72 divided by 36 is 2. So K is equal to negative 2. One last one here. So let me separate them to the equal side. I know I have to multiply the negative 2 to the numbers on the inside. So I have a negative 82 is equal to negative 14 and plus 16, right? Negative times a negative gave me positive 16. All right, combine like terms if possible. I cannot. Now, one that end by itself, so this plus 16, let me move it over as a minus 16. Don't forget to switch the sign. So I have negative 98. Right? They have the same sign, so I added, kept the sign. So negative 98 is equal to negative 14n. Now let me divide by a negative 14. Negative divided by negative is positive. 98 divided by 14 is 7. So n is equal to 7.